everyone, it's Kirby. I'm looking back at my conversation with Miracle and Nancy on the episode Turning Pain into Purpose. Sometimes a conversation is so good, you have to let it simmer. And the energy from that day is something that has really stayed with me. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that episode yet, I really encourage you to go back and watch it there, or you can catch it right after you hear my thoughts today. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Behind the scene of this episode, I was a mess. I know the camera doesn't show it, but inside, I was having a total panic attack. I was so anxious about getting this right. But as soon as these two started talking, that anxiety turned into relief. Seeing how Miracle and Nancy's story complemented each other, even with Nancy joining us remotely, it just inspired me to keep going. Their strength became my fuel. What really stayed with me was the contrast in their wisdom flavors. I keep saying how impressed I am with Miracle. She's only in her 20s, but her wisdom is so advanced. She took the pain of losing her mom, and instead of letting it shut her down, she funneled it into her acting and creative projects. She does it to keep that shared memory alive, to make her mom happy. I'll be real with you guys. At her age, I wasn't thinking like that. I didn't have that kind of self awareness. Seeing a young woman use her spicy challenges to create something beautiful is something what this show is about. Then we had Nancy's older wisdom hit me like a lightning bolt. She talked about how when we are in the middle of suffering, instead of resisting it, we should ask, what is the gift in this pain? That shifted something in me. It made me look at my own difficulties, more curiosity and self-compassion. It gave me this clarity that pain isn't just something to get through. It's a lesson that helps us build resilience and become a better version of ourselves. It's about loving yourself enough to look for the message inside the struggle. Hearing their stories was truly inspiring for me because, to be honest, I felt a sense of relief that I'm not the only one going through pain. For a long time, my spicy challenge has been a feeling of loneliness and isolation. I've been living in different countries and cities for the past 2 decades, and even though I'm surrounded by people, I still feel lonely. When I moved to LA, that challenge grew stronger. I was working remotely and barely had face to face human interaction. That pain started affecting my physical health, my blood pressure, palpitation, and my sleep. It took me a while to stop resisting it because I am a problem solver. I thrive when I get to fix things. But the more I tried to fix it, the more the struggle increased. Until one day I realized what I really long for isn't just being surrounded by people, but deep, soulful connection, meaningful, heartwarming conversations. When I stopped resisting and started being self compassionate and curious, I realized this pain was a gift to realign my life. It helped me reflect on what truly makes me happy and led me to create this podcast, to build a community for everyone who feels lonely and wants to feel seen and heard. But I realized that once you find that meaning, I still need a way to stay centered every single day, especially when the palpitations or the loneliness start to creep back in. I need a way to ground that spicy energy. For me, that meant taking Nancy and Miracle's advice and turning it into a real practice, the gratitude practice. I try to journal the things I'm grateful at least every night before bedtime or early in the morning. And if I'm really busy, I say it out loud. I really articulate it and feel it and really mindful about the emotion. Even though times that doesn't feel like you feel those grateful things, and I have days like that just recently, I just reminded myself, even though I don't feel it right now, but these are the facts. I still have to articulate all these things that are doing very well in my life. This tool definitely helped reset and recalibrate when things get so overwhelming. It helps me stay in center and grounded and refocused. Whether it's Miracle's creative courage, Nancy's perspective on gifts, or my own journey through isolation, what I've realized is that we are not meant to carry our own spicy moments alone. We use these tools like gratitude to keep us steady, but we use these stories to keep us connected. By sharing the sweet and the spicy together, we find the harmony we're looking for. And that's the heart of what we're doing here. If you haven't already, I really invite you to go back and watch or listen the full Turning Pain into Purpose episode to hear Miracle and Nancy's full story for yourself. Thank you for savoring this first reflection with me. If you're going through something spicy today, I hope you find a gift hidden inside. I'm Kirby, reminding you to savor change one story at a time. May this flavor bring you harmony today.